Hello, my name is Jason Lamana. I'm with Fort Meade Fire Department. Today we're going to be going over engaging the fire apparatus into pump. Before we begin, I want to point out a couple of things. The egress to your east has 2 bathrooms. If you need to go to the bathroom, you don't have to raise your hand. You just go ahead and go. There's another egress to your north. There's a refrigerator with water and some other refreshments. If you need anything, just go ahead and grab what you need. As I said before, my name is Jason Lamana. I've been a career firefighter / EMT for almost 20 years. I have 2 students. The seating arrangements, pretty much as comfortable, I believe, as it can get. Is there anything I can do to make it any more comfortable for you?
No. Good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Sir, what is your name and what is your rank?
My name is Matthew Zahara. Currently the fire chief for the city of Fort Meade.
Okay. Sir?
Terrence Hamilton,
Okay. What is your rank, sir?
working on getting on with the fire department.
Okay. Awesome. So you volunteering?
Yes, sir.
Oh, awesome. All right. Well, as I said, today's lesson is going to be engaging the fire apparatus into pump. First and foremost, when you're arriving or approaching the scene, before you go to park, you're gonna have to take into effect a few different things. Where are you gonna park the apparatus? Observe the area and attempt to locate a nearby fire hydrant prior to arrival. That is super important. If you're able to look it up on your phone or the tablet en route, or if you're coming into the neighborhood, try to locate and see where the nearest hydrant is. Another thing you can do is contact dispatch and request the location of the nearest hydrant. Once you're arriving on scene, it doesn't mean just pull right up in front of the house and shut that thing down. Take into some considerations. Which way is the wind coming from? You're going to want to position the apparatus on the leeward side of the structure. That means where the wind is coming from. Because if you park south of that, or east of that, or west of that, on the other side from where the wind is blowing, all the heat and smoke is going to be blowing right at your apparatus. It can cause embers to fly into the truck. You can melt the truck. You'll be constantly breathing on all that heavy smoke. It's not a good situation. You're going to want to place the apparatus at a nearby but safe distance from the structure in order to begin fire ground operations. Observe if there are any potential hazards or overhead obstructions. Yeah, we don't have any ladder trucks, but still sometimes trying to get a piece of equipment off the top of the truck, you got to be mindful of if there's power lines or the structure is got a power line that's potentially going to come down. Is it going to swing and fall on your apparatus? Several factors to take into consideration. Do y'all have any questions so far?
None so far.
Okay. Once you've picked your location, you're ready to set the truck in park. Once you've selected an appropriate location to park the apparatus, on the transmission selector, select neutral. It's a push button. On our apparatus, there's just neutral in the center, reverse at the top, and drive at the bottom. Select neutral. Next to that, you can see that there's a yellow handle. Pull up on that yellow handle, that is your air brake. Once you've done that, ensure that there are no vehicles coming and safely exit the apparatus. Once you've exited the apparatus on the driver's side, if you look just in front of the rear wheels, up underneath, there are 2 wheel chocks. The first thing you're gonna do is take the wheel chock out place it underneath the rear wheel in the front, and then pull the other one out and set it in the rear to the right, behind the rear wheel. Any questions?
Why would we need to wheel chalk the wheels while we're pumping?
Well, even though the air brake has been set, in theory, the truck shouldn't go anywhere. But sometimes you get in a rush and you don't ensure that the pump is actually into pump. It's actually still in a drive. So when you get in the panel and you got to throttle it up and it's not actually switched over, the truck will literally take off on you.
Okay.
The wheel chocks will help. They won't stop the truck either, but should give you enough time to throttle the truck back down and
Make adjustments.
make adjustments. As I said before, place the wheel chock in front and rear. Once you've done that, safely re-enter the apparatus and cover the brake. That means put your foot on the brake. Anytime you're doing anything with the pump, make sure your foot is on the brake, just in case. To engage the apparatus in the pump, first locate the power takeoff switch. On our truck, it's on the right on the above the transmission and engine cover. You're gonna locate it. Then you're gonna lift it up and you're gonna push it to the middle position. Wait a second. You'll hear a loud psh, burst of air. Once you've done that, you're gonna lift the PTO lever and to the top position. Wait and ensure that the OK to pump is illuminated. That is this. If you do not see this, do not get out of the truck. Do not get out of the truck. On the transmission selector, select drive and slowly lift your foot off the brake. Before you do that, again, I will say this again, make sure the OK to pump is eliminated, because if you get out and it's in drive, you hop out of the truck and it does not say OK to pump, you run out to the apparatus and you start throttling up, that truck's gonna walk away. It's gonna take off. Even though the brake's set, the wheel chopped, it's still gonna move. It's just gonna slow it down. So, safely exit the apparatus and proceed to the pump panel. Of any of that, do you have any questions about what I've just discussed?
No, sir.
Okay. That pretty much concludes engaging the truck and the pump. However, I do have a quick test with a couple questions. We'll go over that, and then we'll go out to the apparatus and instill what we've learned. Engaging the apparatus into pump quiz. First, what should you consider when parking an apparatus on a fire scene?
Overhead power lines, trees possibly hanging in the roadway that would be in our way.
Direction of the wind.
Direction of the wind.
Direction of the wind,
Okay.
where it's going to carry the smoke. Position of the fire in relationship to the street, what as far as tactically we may need. As far as our hose lines to make sure that we can even reach the fire.
Okay. What should illuminate once the PTO switch has been engaged and the transmission drive selector has been pressed?
Okay to pump.
That is correct.
Or pump engaged.
Okay to pump. They'll have the two, but the biggest one that I'm really stressing is the okay to pump, because engaged, it'll still illuminate, but it's not actually in pump until it says okay to pump. Number 3, what is what is an important, or what important step is next? Excuse me.
Wheel chocks?
No. The biggest thing, the wheel chocks would have already been done. This is out of order, but the most important thing is safely exit the apparatus.
Okay.
I'm going to stress that again. Safely exit the apparatus. That means look in your rear view, observe, make sure there's no cars or other apparatuses coming in, and slowly exit the apparatus in a safe manner so that you don't hurt yourself, or because if you're unable to pump the truck, everybody's coming in a world of hurt. I just covered that. How do you exit the apparatus? I just answered that. Where are the wheel chocks located?
Underneath the truck in front of the driver's side rear axle or tire.
Okay, correct. Well, that concludes the lesson of the day. What we're going to do, next step, we're going to go out to the apparatus and we're going to instill, and you guys are going to show me exactly what we just learned. Thank you for your time. If you have any other questions before we go.
Not this time. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.